Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. You're welcome to Easy Math Tutor. So happy to see you guys. And today we are officially starting our live prep JAMB classes. Feel free to join the discussion. Join the chat. Feel free to join the chat. Yes. I'm so happy to have each and every one of us here. Hello. Do not hesitate to subscribe if you're new to this channel, if you've not subscribed before. If you are um, a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. We love you. We're happy to have you. Don't forget to click on the like button, click on the notification bell, write a comment, and if you want to join in the chat, do not hesitate. If you do not want, if you want to be part of the chat, do not hesitate to join in the chat. I'm so happy to have each and every one of us here. Yeah. It's going to be fun, seriously. Like, it's going to be fun. Okay, so you can share the link. You can share the link with everyone. You can also join. You can also join the discussion. I hope everyone is hearing me. I hope everyone is hearing me. Yeah. If you want to be on set, you can afford to click on the StreamYard link, and then you show up on set. You show up on set. So we're going to start right away. We are going to start right away. We are going to start right away. So let me get everything. Everything should be ready before we start. Okay. So if we have something like this, okay, size, we ought to have a size. Okay. Okay, I'm getting everything ready so we can start. The pen should be writing. Okay. Getting everything ready. Hello. Okay. Are we all doing great? So I want to wish each and every one of us a happy Easter. I hope we're having fun. I really do hope we're having fun. So, I really do hope we're having fun. So, so in a few seconds, I'm going to start to solve some problems. Make sure you have your paper. Make sure you have your pencil. Make sure you have your papers and your pencils. Make sure you have your paper and you have your pencils. We are going to solve some interesting problems. Math is fun. Math is really, really, really fun. Yeah. Hey, hey, you're welcome. Hello, student station, you're welcome. Okay, so our first problem today is this problem, and it's pretty simple. not a difficult one, okay? A second while we solve these problems. So we may have to look into this pen while we I don't even think this So we have a few seconds. This is a JAMB problem. Now, question one, we're given d equal to the square root of. Now the question one, given d is equal to the square root 42w all over 5l, make L subject of the formula with these options below. Which of the options are the correct subject of the formula? So now this is a JAMB question. It's a 2007 JAMB question. So how do we make L subject of the formula? So what we'll do, we'll quickly write out the expression again. D equal to the square root of 42w all over 5l. And so now, remember, we want to make L subject of the formula. So how do we bring L out to be the only standing component on one side of this equation? So that's what we're going to do now. So quickly, remember, we have to be time conscious when solving this problem. And then mind you, JAMB problems, you do not need calculators because um, we are not required to use calculators. So now let's go right ahead and solve this problem. So we have to find a way to eliminate the square root here. How do we do that? By squaring both sides. We do that by squaring both sides. So we're going to say d squared is equal to the square root of 42w 5l squared. Once you square a square root, it eliminates the square root. So we're going to end up having d squared equal to 42w all over 5l. Now the whole idea is to make L a lone subject on one side of the equation. So we are going to cross multiply. We're going to cross multiply. Okay, so we squared both sides. First step. The second step, we're going to cross multiply. Right? So what do we do next? We'll say if we cross multiply, we're going to have 5l times d squared equal to 42w. So what do we do to keep just L, only L on this part? What do we do to keep just L on this side of the form? That means we have to divide both sides by 5d squared, 5d squared. All right? So if we divide both sides by 5d squared, this 5 will cancel this, d squared will cancel d squared, and then we will be left with our final answer. Our final answer is L equal to 42w all over 5d squared. 42w all over 5d squared. All right. So looking at the options, what do we have? Looking at the options, okay, when you look at the option, you find out that D gives us our correct answer. B gives us our correct answer. B gives us our correct answer. B gives us our correct answer. That's awesome. So, wow, you're welcome, Chisum John, to this to this live broadcast. So, in the absence of any other question, we are going to go to our next problem. In the absence of any other question, we are going to solve our next problem. Meanwhile, do not hesitate to like this video, comment, like this video, comment, all right? Share this video with your friends. And you can super chat. You can support this channel by donating, super chatting, and anything possible to make us continue having an excellent program. So, our next problem, quickly, our next problem number 2. Problem number 2. Very good. So our problem number 2, I'll quickly write it down. Okay? So, you say question 2. Now the question says, if you have an expression W proportional to L squared and W is equal to 6 when L is equal to 4. If L is equal to the square root of 17, find W. Okay, so the options that were given to us was A, 6 whole number, 7/8. Our option B is 6 whole number, 5/8. Our option C is 6 whole number, 3/8. And our option D is 6 whole number, 1/8. So, given these options, how are we going to find the solution to this problem? You can solve it in your paper and write the answer down or the option down in the chat. You can go to the live chat section so that we can discuss or communicate. I hope you're all hearing me. I guess so. Okay. Thank you for showing up. So, solution. So if we have an expression W proportional to L square, if we want to convert this proportionality symbol to equality, what do? We'll say W equal to K constant L square. So now we're given W as 6 and L as 4. So we're going to make K subject of the formula. So that means we're going to divide both sides by 4 square. 4 square. This cancels out, leaving us with what? K equal to 6 all over 4 square. which is also 6 all over 16. So now, having in mind, knowing the value of k, we're going to use it to find the value of w for this expression. So substituting back into this expression, we'll have w equal to 6 over 16 L squared. So finding w when L is equal to the square root of 17, we will have w equal to 6 over 16, 6 over 16 brackets, the square root of 17 square, which is the same thing as 6 times 17. Now the square roots cross out the square, giving us 17, 6 over 16. So now let's reduce it to its lowest form. We'll have 2 going in here 3 times, 2 going in here 8 times. And then we know that 3 times 17 is 51 over 8. So converting this improper fraction to a mixed fraction, we are going to have, I know that 8 times 6 will give me 48. So I will say 6 whole number. 51 minus 48 will give me 3 over 8. And there we have it. We have our final answer. We have our final answer. So let's run straight to the options. Wow, I can find it in the options. So our answer is most likely going to be C. Give yourself a clap. If you know you got the answer, give yourself a clap. Okay. So how are we doing? I guess awesome. Oh, that's awesome. So at this point, we are going to go on to our third question. Are you ready for our third question? Yeah, I guess we are. Woo! So what is our question 3? Our question 3 our question 3 our question 3 our question 3 okay. Okay. Question 3 is a simple question. You know, in JAMB examination, it's advisable to answer all the simple questions, all the easy questions first. And when you answer those easy questions, you collect those marks right away. Do not waste your time struggling to answer difficult questions, because a difficult question and an easy question all carry the same mark, all carry equal marks. So why not just go ahead and finish all simple questions, and if you have enough time, you can come back to the difficult question. So right away, our question 3 is find y if we have the following expression: the square root of 12 minus the square root of 147 plus y times the square root of 3 equal to 0. Now the options given here are A, 5, B, 1, C, 7, and D, 3. All right? So right away, we are going to solve this quick, simple problem. Solution. So we're going to rewrite it down. 12 minus square root of 147 plus y square root of 3. So now looking at this, I can already see a way to break down each of the terms. We're going to break down 12, right, to factors that are dividable, like 4 and 3, like 4 and 3. I'm going to break this down so I can see 14 and 7. That means there's going to be, okay, so we have 7 into 14 will give us 2. 7 into 1 will give us 1. 21 times 7. We can also call it 7 times 7 times 3. Okay, so let's go right ahead and simplify all the problems. Break down all the terms and sorts. Okay, so now let's put in mind the law of swords, right? So if you have a sword, AB, that's A times B, it's the same thing as the square root of A and the square root of B, and vice versa. All right, vice versa. So having that in mind, we're going to break down 12. We'll have 12 will give us 4 times 3, the square root of 4 times 3. 147 will give us the square root of what? 49 times 3. This is equal to 0. While the last one is already in its lowest form. So we'll break it down, put a bracket there. So we have the square root of 4 times the square root of 3, following this rule, all right, minus the square root of 49 times the square root of 3 plus y, the square root of 3 equal to 0. So now going further to break it down, we will have the square root of 4 gives us 2, right? The square root of 49 gives us 7. So we're going to have 2 root 3 minus 7 minus 7 root 3 plus y root 3 equal to 0. So now we know how to add sorts, right? So let's assume we have another rule of sorts. This was the first rule. And then another rule I'm going to show us is if we have, let's say, a square root of x plus b square root of x. The answer will be a plus b square root of x. Or if we have maybe 2 root 5 plus 3 root 5. The answer will be 5 root 5. So bearing this in mind, let's go ahead and solve this problem. So we'll have 2 root 3 minus 7 root 3 would give us minus 5 root 3 plus y root 3 equal to 0. Therefore, we will have y root 3 equal to, we're going to move minus 5 root 3 to the other side. So minus 5 root 3 moving to the other side becomes plus 5 root 3. At this point, we are going to divide both sides by root 3 because we need only y to be on one side. Dividing this, crossing this out. Therefore, y is equal to 5. Y is equal to 5. So now let's run straight to our options. Yay! I can find the answer. Answer is A. Y is 5. And there we have it. We've answered our third question, question number 3. Did we have some few questions? We're not going to be doing so many questions every day. You could just take 5 questions every day. 5 questions should be sufficient for our problems every day. Please do not forget to give me a thumbs up, and please try to share out this post, share out this live to your friends, share it out. Meet me in the live chat section. There we can talk. Oh, thank you, Bella Francis. Thank you. You can also support this channel by super chatting. You can make donations to this channel by super chatting so that we can continue bringing entertaining and interesting maths content to you. Entertaining and interesting maths content to you. So we'll quickly go on. So let's quickly go on to our fourth question. Let's quickly go on to our fourth question. If you like what you're seeing, you can subscribe. You can also support this channel with super chats. So you can support this channel with your super chats. Okay, so let's start right away. Question 4. Question 4. Find the value of x for which the following. Find for which the following expression 2, right? Two brackets 3 raised to power 2x minus 1 bracket close is equal to 162. Now our options. Option A is 5 over 2. Option B is 3 over 2. Option C is 2 over 5. And option D is 1 over 2. So solution. Solution. We'll first of all write the problem down. 2 bracket 3 raised to power 2 x minus 1 equal to 162. So the whole idea of this problem is to ensure that the basis on both sides, the base, which is 3, of these indices or this exponential is equal so that we can cancel it out and equate the powers. So first of all, we'll find out that this is an even number. So we're going to divide both sides by 2. That's the first step. Divide both sides by 2. 2 goes into 16 8 times. 2 goes into 2 1 time, giving us 81. So we're left with 3 raised to power 2x minus 1 equal to 81. And we all know by the side, let's check it out. 81 is equal to 9 times 9, which is equal to 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is equal to 3 raised to power 4. Okay? So with that in mind, we'll convert this to 3 raised to power 2x minus 1 equal to 3 raised to power 4. 3 raised to power 4. So with that in mind, we now have equal bases. If you arrived at this, can you give yourself a clap? Okay. So what are we going to do? We're going to cancel 3 out, right? We cancel 3 out and we are left with the powers. Now we have the powers as 2x minus 1 equal to 4. So making x the subject of the formula, we are going to move 1, minus 1. We're going to move minus 1 to this side, right? So when you move minus 1 over the equation, it becomes plus 1. Or you add 1 to both sides of the equation. So we have 2x equal to 5 because minus 1 plus 1 gives us 0. Minus 1 plus 1 gives us 0. 4 plus 1 gives us 5. Right? So we are left with 2x equal to 5. So how do we have just x? We have to divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. So we cross this out, leaving us with x equal to 5 over 2. Hooray! I'm always so excited when I get the correct answer. So let's run straight to the options, and we found our answer here. If you got the correct answer, can I see your hand? If you got the correct answer, can I see your hand? If you got the correct answer, can I see your hand, please? Okay, very good. So we're going straight to our 5th question. So we have 6 questions today. We're going straight to it. Okay. Going straight to our fifth question. So glad to see you all here. Thank you for coming. God bless you. So, moving straight up to question 4. Moving straight to question 4, we have okay. Moving straight to question 4. What is our fourth question? We're simplifying some fractions. Okay, so we're simplifying. Question 4 says, simplify 3/5 divided by 2/7 times 4/3 divided by 4/9. Solution. So when we have several mathematical operations, we're going to follow a rule, the BODMAS rule. The BODMAS rule, which says we must solve what is in the bracket first, then followed by what is in off, followed by division, followed by multiplication, followed by plus, and followed by minus. Okay, so according to this bracket, we write 3/5 divided by 3 divided by 2/7 times 4/3. Now in the bracket we have divide first, so we're going to convert this to multiplication. Means we have to flip over 4/9 to become 9/4. So now we need to cancel out the things we are seeing in the bracket. We cancel 4 first. 3 goes here 1, 3 goes here 3. So bring it down, divided by 2 times 3/7, which is the same thing as 3/5 divided by 6/7. So now converting this division will have 3/5 times. So when divide becomes times, 6/7 becomes 7/6. So let's cancel out the common factors. 3 cancel here out once. 3 cancels into 6 2 times. So our final answer will be 7/10. So we have our option A as 4/5, our option B as 7/10, our option C as 6/6, and our option D as 21/6. So I'm sure you can see the answer the way I saw it, right? Our final answer is B. Final answer is B. Hooray! Let us pop some champagne because we got the answer. So we got the answer. So our final problem, our final question for today's session, our last and final question for this session is, okay, okay. So the question is evaluate. Evaluate, sorry. This is question 6 is evaluate 0.5652 square minus 0.4375 square all over 0.04 correct to 3 significant figures. All right. So how do we solve this? Now, this is a very tricky question, and we are not meant to use calculators. Calculators. It's raining heavily here, so we have some thunder. You know, in JAMB examination, you're not meant to use calculators. So everything you're going to do is like a speed test. So at this point, we'll write our solution. So whenever I see a problem that has to do with square and has minus or plus sign, I quickly remember this relationship: a square minus b square is a quadratic relationship. So this particular relationship is the same thing as a plus b bracket a minus b. Now let's check if what I'm saying is true. So let's expand it. You have a minus b plus b, a minus b. So we will have a squared minus ab plus ab minus b squared. So ab plus minus ab plus ab will cancel out and give you 0. And the final answer will be a squared minus b squared. So how does this relate to the numerator of this problem? How does this relate to the numerator of this problem? First of all, we write out the problem. Okay, it's already written out here. So we'll assume a equal to 0.5652 and b equal to 0.4375. Now substituting it, because it looks like this already, substituting it to make it look like this, we will have 0.5652 plus 0.4375 bracket 0.5652 minus 0.4375 all over 0.4. So you can calculate it manually. You're not meant to use a calculator. So 0.5652 plus 0.4375. Remember, you have to be very fast while solving this problem. Very fast. So borrowing 1 from 5 will have 12 here. 12 minus 5 will have 7. So it's remaining 4. So 4 minus 7, we'll borrow 1 from 6. We'll We have 14 minus 7 giving us another 7. Remaining 5. 5 minus 3 gives you 2. 5 minus 4 gives you 1 and 0. So the first option will be 0.1277 times. We're going to subtract the same thing. We're going to subtract the same thing. Okay? So let me erase this quickly so we can subtract. Did I subtract or did I add? Oh, I added. I added. Sorry, I subtracted, right? So this is minus. Sorry, this is minus. So right now we are going to add. We are going to add. So we're going to add. So we say 2 plus 5 gives you what? 7. 5 plus 7 gives you 12. Remainder 1. 1 plus 6, 7 plus 3, 10. 0 carry 1. 1 plus 5, 6 plus 4, 10. 0 carry 1 to the other side of the decimal. So I'm going to round this up to be approximately 1. So we'll say times 1 all over 0.4. So our answer will be 0.1277 over 0, sorry, 0.04. This is 0.04. So now we are going to move the decimal places. Move 2 times, 1, 2. 1, 2. All right? So that will give us 12.77 all over 4. So now let's cancel this out. 4 goes in the denominator 1 time. 4 goes into 12 3 times. 4 goes into 7 1 time, remainder 3, giving us 37. 4 goes into 37, 9, remainder 1. 1 over 4 is 0.25. So this is 2.5. Sorry, 0. Sorry. It's going to be, let's leave that. So our final answer evaluation is 3.19. And so that will be our answer. Hooray! Woo! And that's the end of today's class. That's the end of today's class. It has been an interesting ride today. And so I expect to see us next time. Keep yourself locked on this channel. And if you're here, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share this channel out to people that would benefit. And if you have any question, do not hesitate to contact me in the description box. In the description, I put our WhatsApp group, our Telegram group, our Facebook page, where you can contact me and you can have a one-on-one session. And if you feel like you need to support this channel, you can always super chat. You can always support this channel in any way possible. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hopefully this evening we have another class. Bye, 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 bye. It's easy maths tutor. It's easy maths tutor. See you guys later. Bye.